The Patriots in the middle of their bye week, they have three potential opponents they have to look forward to in their playoff opener January 16th here at Gillette Stadium. And let's take a look at those three teams rather than recycling a bunch of information from a week off essentially here at Gillette Stadium. Number one, the Patriots have to look at the Bengals, the third seed, who will come to Foxborough if they beat the Steelers on Saturday night. The Bengals are an interesting sort of team because you don't know who you're going to face at quarterback. Now, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You've got the starter in Andy Dalton, who's been out with a hand injury and is 0-4 in his playoff career and is one of the great playoff chokers, really, of this generation. Do you want Andy Dalton running the show here in Foxborough in a game that will finish at nighttime when, again, he has historically been atrocious? Or do you want A.J. McCarron, who has been surprisingly efficient, sort of decent, and, again, doesn't have the playoff track record aside from an outstanding career at Alabama? Maybe he's not as fearful of coming into a place like Gillette Stadium. We do know the Bengals have an outstanding defense. They can get after Tom Brady and that offensive line that has struggled tremendously down the stretch. So that's an area of concern. But with Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, and Danny Amendola closer to full strength after this bye week, is that an offense that's going to be able to get off to a hot start and put more pressure on whichever quarterback the Bengals start? And if that's the case, if it's A.J. McCarron, you have a hard time believing he's going to be able to keep up with the Patriots offense. Number two, you look at the fourth-seeded Houston Texans, who the Patriots have already manhandled once this season, and that was without Julian Edelman, without Dante Hightower, and it was also Rob Gronkowski's first game back, and he was extremely limited after he had that knee injury in Denver. So, again, you're talking about the three most difficult injuries the Patriots have had to overcome so far this season. And those three guys, two of them were out and one of them was limited, and the Patriots had their way with Brian Hoyer, Bill O'Brien, and the Houston Texans. Now, one caveat in the Houston side of it is J.J. Watt had broken his hand a few days before the game, and he clearly wasn't at full strength. The Patriots did a number on Watt, who was essentially held off the score sheet and really didn't disrupt Tom Brady, or did it minimally. So you have to figure he would have a better game if he came in here. But with Logan Ryan taking away DeAndre Hopkins on the other side of the ball, and with the Patriots getting after Hoyer throughout the entire game, you have a hard time believing that they could keep up with Tom Brady and the Patriots offense. And I don't think J.J. Watt is going to be enough to really disrupt that entire machine if they are closer to full strength, as we believe they will be. And then you look at the fifth-seeded Kansas City Chiefs, another unknown. The last time, obviously, the Patriots played the Chiefs was Monday night in 2014. That was the loss that kick-started their Super Bowl run, really turned their season around. It's a sort of similar team in Kansas City. I mean, one addition is Marcus Peters, the rookie cornerback who could be the Defensive Rookie of the Year, has 8 interceptions and is a fine player. They get after the passer quite a bit with 47 sacks. Justin Houston and Tamba Hali are possibly the best 3-4 outside linebacker combination in the NFL, but both of those guys have been banged up as well. They probably would be out here for this game, but at what speed? So, again, that's a dangerous matchup to look at. You look at the Chiefs, though. They're a team that's won 10 straight games. They're dangerous. They're on fire. They're very efficient on offense. And offensively, with Alex Smith, Charkandrick West, Jeremy Maclin, and Travis Kelce, there are some nice pieces there, but they have a scheme that is greater than the sum of their parts. So while you look at that and say, all right, well, maybe Logan Ryan or Malcolm Butler and a safety could take away Jeremy Maclin, and then maybe Jamie Collins and Patrick Chung could take away Travis Kelce, and you wonder what else they have left. You just have to remember that Kansas City has done a pretty good job at scheming around some of their strengths and weaknesses on offense. So that is a team, again, also look back at their 10-game winning streak. Only 2 of those wins came against a team that finished with a winning record. So there is a bit of an asterisk toward their hot streak. You got to give them credit for finishing the job and beating the opponents on their schedule, creating this hot streak, and surviving an ugly 1-5 start. But what really is the quality of that Kansas City team? So there is a great degree of unknown as the Patriots prepare for their first opponent in the playoffs January 16th. I think that's why they focus so much on themselves this week with a pair of walkthroughs as they look forward to next weekend. We know they'll be staring at their TVs on Saturday to see how this AFC thing shapes out.